All right, guys, so last night I was passing right here and noticed a little bitty tuft of fur or feathery thing, just a little bitty thing. It did look like a river stone or something, just a little round thing right in the middle of the lane here. It was just right about right here. And the car ahead of me drove right over it. Didn't see it step on its brakes or anything. I don't know if it actually hit it or not. But as I came up on it and then I went around it, I could see that that was some kind of animal there. Hang on, car coming. I thought it was going to be a little tiny owl, and that's what it was. Little tiny screech owl hunched over. And it was easy for me to just step out and reach down and pick it up. It offered no resistance. It sort of looked at me, but its eyes were, it had one eye partially open and the other one was really, squinty. And so I could tell, well, this poor thing has a head injury. Thankfully, I had just taken a baby rat to Lucy Park in this little keeper thing here. So this was in the back seat, vacant. So that worked out perfect that there had just been a baby rat in it. So anyway, I get the owl back to the house, did an assessment, checked the wings, checked the, for neurological symptoms. There was no neurological symptoms, no head tilting, balance was good, the wings were good, no open wounds or bleeding or anything. So I just gave the owl some aloxicam and consulted a raptor rehabber that I had actually just referred a barred owl owlet to her last week. So then I had to turn around and message her late last night again. Just verified some things with her. Nothing neurological. I thought maybe this was just a mild concussion and the owl would probably bounce back the next day. I wanted to see. So, and it apparently was when I went to give her another dose of meloxicam earlier, and brought her out of that critter keeper. She then livened up. I set her down and she livened up and started hopping around and looking at me, and then flew off. And I just had my my door open, but the screen door was closed. And then so she clinged to the screen door and was wanting out, and she started vocalizing. So then, then the raptor rehabber was like, yeah, just, let her go. So I'm presuming female, but I don't know for sure. But the reason I want to get her back to this spot here is in case she was out foraging for her babies. So just made it out before sundown, and unfortunately this little fuzzy deer mouse I was trying to save did not make it. I thought it was going to be okay, but it died just like the first day after I found it. So I don't know if the owl would be interested. Probably not, but let's just go ahead and get this opened up so she can go if she wants. Okay, so she had been there. She's opening her eyes up a little bit. I don't know if you're interested in that. You interested in that? Okay. Well, you flew earlier, so it would be really good if you just realized you're back home and you want to fly off. There you go. A really bad head trauma, you'll know their head doesn't track right. They're kind of like a gyroscope, a gimbal. Like that, if like a self-stabilizing camera gimbal, and that's how like a bird's bird's head operates. So you know if their head is flopping around and it's not holding like stabilization like a camera gimbal when you move them around, you know they really got a bad head trauma. She was a lot more stable than that. No head tilt, no blood in the mouth, no wounds on the body, wings were perfectly fine, mouth worked, talons worked, and all that. So I figured best thing is just to try to get her back out the next day here, see if she will go. There you go, and just looking right at me. You know you're free. There you go, you can go, yes. Flew away. There we go, that's what we wanted to see. And once she got about here, I didn't see. So she's probably up in this tree somewhere. We'll get the flashlight and see if I can verify that real quick before we leave. But I'm pretty confident she's going to be okay based on all of that. And because she did not decline today. Usually with something like this, birds are real fragile, sensitive. I don't have a lot of, when they have bad injuries, they're hard to save, especially the smaller ones. So I would not expect her, if this was not a survivable injury, if she was not good to go, that she would have declined in her health, in her condition since last night. You know, the fact that she's now able to, was flying around my house and she just flew away here. I think she's going to be fine. There she is, right there. You see her right there? Let me zoom in. You can see her eyes right there just from my camera light. So I don't want to blind her, so I'm not shining it directly at her. Let me, oh. So the light's not shining directly at her. It's quite a ways below her. But yeah, she's looking down at me. She's just fine. That's so cool. Look at that. Yep. Probably that's her home right there in this tree. That's so cool that I can't see her eyes glowing with the naked eye, but when I'm looking at my phone here, I can see her eyes glowing on the screen just from the light from my phone camera. So yeah, so she's like about just 20 feet up. That's you might be able to tell here, that's she's a good 20 foot up in that tree, so that's great. If she was in too bad a shape to be released, she wouldn't have been able to do that. So I'm good with that. We're gonna leave it at that. And that was a really awesome experience, my first owl. And I'm glad that it was just an overnight thing. She bounced right back, no serious damage. I didn't have to take her in for long-term rehab anywhere or whatever. This is great. That's really awesome, because I really appreciate having a win like this every now and then to keep me going. Yeah, there she is. She's still up there. Okay. All right. Good night, baby. Live long and propagate.